Hey, hello friends. Today we talk about how to do the installation of CentOS 10 Linux operating system, or what are the challenges many people face to install the operating system. So here, to do the installation of CentOS 10 in your laptop or in your desktop, we required one virtualization software. Here we use VMware Workstation. We use VMware Workstation Pro 17 version. So for that, to do the installation, first we require the ISO file. To install the operating system into the virtualization software, we require the ISO file. Once you download the ISO file, then you open the VMware workstation, then click create a new virtual machine options. Here you can tick typical, then go to the next. After that, you can see the guest operating system installation tab is open. Go to the browser, select your location where your ISO file is present. Here my ISO file is present. We do the date modify and we select CentOS stream latest 10 version of ISO image. Here we can select that version. After that, click the next. Here we can give the virtual machine name. We set my virtual machine name is CentOS 10. After that, we set the location where my operating system will be stored. We select my this PC, go to the D drive, and here I have one folder like VMware. You can select that VMware folder, click that make a new folder and type here CentOS 10. After that, select that folder, click OK. Click next. After click the next, you can see the one tab, specify the disk capacity. Here we can select the 100 GB, then go to the next, then click the customize hardware. Once we click the customize hardware, there you can see the number of hardware list like memory, processor, CD, DVD, network adapter, USB control, sound, printer, and display. So we recommended memory and CPU option. So here we can set the memory 4 GB for better performance and processor we select 2 core. Number of processor we select 2 and number of cores we require 2. Means there is total processor and total core is 4. Total processor core is 4. After that, close this. click finish, and you can see your CentOS 10 machines come here. Then you can see whatever you memory and processor set. So let's start our virtual machine. Click the power on. Once you power on the options, you can see one pop-up tab like install CentOS Stream 10, test this media and install CentOS Stream 10, install CentOS Stream 10 in FIPS mode and troubleshooting option. So we simply click install CentOS Stream 10 option. Why we click this option? Because we want to install the CentOS 10 Linux operating system into that virtual machines. So once you click that option, you can see the number of logs, means you can see your installation beginning state. Here our installation is been processed. Now you can see that there is one welcome page is open. In that welcome page, you have to select your language. So basically we all are select English language and select English United States. After that, click the continue. Then you can see the installation summary page. In that installation summary page, you can see the location, software, system. These are the basic information. In that, you can see the keyboard, language support, date and time. Basically, we select date and time in Asia Kolkata time zone. Then software. So in that software, we can see installation source. This is auto detect source. Then software selections. In that software selection, we can see the number of selections here, like server with GUI, server, minimal installation, workstation, custom operating system, virtualization, host. So today we install the minimal installation OS. When we click minimal installation OS, after that you can click the done option. Okay, once we done the software selection, go to the system, click the installation destination, then untick the your hard disks and again tick and click the done options. Means your hardware is selected. Then you can click your network and host option. You can see your Ethernet card is connected and also get the IP address. Once we done all these things, then come to the user settings. Here we can use root accounts and enable the root accounts. Once we enable the root account, we can set the password for that root account. And one more important thing, before doing the installation, we need to enable allow root SSH login with password. Why these settings we need to enable? Because after complete the installation into that virtual machine, we try to log in our system with the help of putty. What is a putty? Putty is a kind of software we take a remote session of your Linux virtual machine. So when we done all these settings, then click the done options and click the begin installation option. So when we talk about the minimal installation, first we understand how many types of installation in CentOS Linux operating system. So basically there are two types of installation method. One is GUI method and another one is minimal installation. In GUI installation, many people aware this what is GUI installation, or the newcomers doesn't know what is GUI and minimal base installation. So here in short term, GUI means you get the graphical user interface after the OS installation. But one thing is that GUI installation is little heavy into the Linux operating system. For your personal use, you can use the GUI installation method. For that GUI installation, we recommended that at least 4 GB of RAM, 4 core of CPU, and minimum hard disk is required 100 GB for our safer side. And then minimal installation, we require 2 core of CPU and 2 GB of RAM for the minimal installation. Why we require this kind of resource? Because when we do the GUI installation, there are 1300 to 1800 Linux packages included, and for that require 4 GB to 6 GB hard disk. As compared to the minimal installation, GUI installation took too much RPM packages to install the Linux operating system into the graphical user interface. Apart from the GUI interface, for the minimal installation, we required 400 to 600 minimal RPM packages. Nobody knows how many packages are required to GUI and minimal installation. So basically, minimal installation required 400 to 500 or 600 RPM packages required 1 GB to 1.5 GB disk space, and rest of the things people knows To communicate with the internet, we required one LAN card and one DVD to install the operating system. Now, modern days, people are using pen drive, USB pen drive for do the Linux or any kind of installation. Apart from the GUI installation, minimal installation takes hardly 20 minutes to do the installation, and GUI installation took more than 20 minutes. So on the screen we can see our installation process is started. So till now we wait to complete our installation. Here you can see our installation process is completed. Now we reboot the system. Once we reboot the system, you can see instant of GUI, we get the command line interface. When we do the enter, you can see the login page. Earlier, we set the root password. So here we type root, enter, and our password. See, we can log in successful with the help of root. See, in that system, we can check the Anaconda logs. Why we check that Anaconda log? Because today we do the installation of CentOS 10. So you can see today's my date is October 9. Okay, October 9 and approximate 2 p.m. by the time zone. So you can see in your log there is Anaconda log file is present, and what is the timestamp of that file is October 9 and approximate there is 2 p.m. time means 14:09 means in that date and time we do the installation of that our CentOS operating system. Now we first check our IP address of that machine and log in through putty. Why we log in through the putty? Because after do the installation, we need to access our Linux machine through the putty. My IP address is 192.168.235.132 and my port number is 22. Yes, we have successfully logged in through the putty session. Yes, here you can see. So now today we learn how to do the installation of CentOS 10. Yes, we can do the installation of CentOS Stream 10 with the help of minimum installation, and also we talk about what is a different type and method of installation in CentOS Linux operating system. I hope you enjoy this Linux operating system installation. Thank you very much.